I was asked yesterday why I entitled my live stream as Join the Business Resolution. I did that for two reasons. I do believe that we are on the cusp of a business revolution. How business is going to be done in a post-COVID world, that change is going to be revolutionary. Now, I also believe that we're on the cusp of an accounting revolution, because how bookkeepers and accountants serve their customers is going to, again, be different in a post-COVID world. The change for some is going to be revolutionary. Now, the second reason is lockdown. Like, many of us are still in lockdown here. And yesterday in Ireland, the government had just released a plan of the 5 phases of opening up the lockdown that is going to take us back to the new normal by the 10th of August. So freedom is at the top of people's thinking right now. Like, let's be honest, our freedom is being challenged in a way that we have not experienced ever before. What do you mean I can't open my business as normal? What do you mean I can't go about my life as normal? All these rules and restrictions. Hi, I'm Des O'Neill, and for the last 17 years, I've helped accounting and bookkeeping firm business owners build more rewarding and profitable businesses for themselves so they can help their clients do the same. So here's my question for you. What does freedom mean for you? So wherever you're watching this live stream, be it LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, go down into the comments below and tell me what your most important freedom is right now. You see, the basic freedoms. So first of all, we've got financial freedom. Now, financial freedom, that is currently a big threat to so many people. Individuals have lost their jobs, they're furloughed, they're laid off. Mass unemployment happening overnight in the blink of an eye. Business owners, accountants too. Whole countries are threatened. What are we going to do differently to achieve financial freedom in the new world? Relationship freedom. Like, here's a question for you. Who are your customers? Who are our teams? Who are the connections that we have with people? See, the connections with people are so important to us. Right now, we're missing the contact and the interaction, the socialization. It's part of our DNA. It's part of being a human being. But here's a question for you. Have you chosen all of the relationships you have? Are there some people in there that maybe if you had an opportunity to do a do-over, you would? You see, in this time of reflection, like, time is passing. Who do we truly want to spend our time with? Who energizes and motivates us? And who just drags us down? Like, what are your non-negotiables? Now is a time for reevaluating, resetting, and acting on those non-negotiables everywhere in your life, but also your relationships. Purpose freedom. The big question, like, what's it all about? Like, where did the last month go? Where did the last 2 months go? Where did the last year, 5, 10, where did the last 20 years go? Like, let's be honest here. Life is too short. You need to be doing something that's more than just a job. The money is not enough. Having an impact and doing something meaningful, making a difference, You see, deep down, we all want to make a difference. We all want to be inspired. It's the human condition. Does your business inspire you right now? The fourth one is time freedom. Despite the lockdown, despite the busyness of the past 8 weeks, many accountants I speak to are doing less on some levels. And I think people are working more, but I think they're doing less other stuff. And the current circumstances are giving them quality time with those that are most important to them. And this is creating a re-evaluation of how people spend their time. I think after this, priorities are going to change and more people are going to want to spend more time with their loved ones. And you see, like, what is really important right now? Like, despite the lockdown, despite the crisis, despite the fear, despite the tragic loss of life, the destruction of the economy, people are reevaluating what freedom means to them. Health freedom, workplace freedom, freedom from things that are just not best use of our time. The freedom to spend more time at home, the freedom to travel and not be tied down, the freedom from things that just don't serve us. And you see, what happens when people's freedom is threatened? When people's freedoms are threatened, they rebel. That's the business revolution. And the same is happening with bookkeepers and accountants all over the world. Enough is enough. So many people are they're not prepared to go back to the same offices with the same customers, with the same team, working in the same way, with the same problems. That's the revolution. Are you ready to join? So I'm Des O'Neill, and wherever you're watching this video, please leave a comment below. I always want to hear from you. I want to hear what you think. I want to hear how things are for you from where you're sitting. Like, how do you feel about freedom? And question for you. What's the most important freedom to you? What's the most important freedom for business owners? What's the most important freedom for accountants right now? Because during this time of reset, we have an opportunity to address the issues and create the future freedom that you want. If there's anything I said in this that stirred a thought or sparked a fire, please comment below. But also share it with your colleagues and friends who might want to share that spark with you. Just tag them here in the comments. In the meantime, stay safe. We're in this together, so let's get it done. This is about freedom. Join the revolution.